So what do you guys do when you actually hit your goals? Let's talk about it. But first, I want you guys to go down to lion-dads.com. I got a link in the description and get my free PDF on how to get started on a carnivore diet. It's got everything you need to get started losing weight today. And it's got a grocery list in there. So go ahead, go to the website, get that PDF, and get started losing 10 pounds your first month. So back to the video. So you guys probably came to the carnivore diet with an idea of some kind of goal in mind or some kind of endpoint. An idea maybe of what you want to look like, what you want to feel like, what kind of ailments you want to cure, anything like that, something brought you here. Maybe you're sick, maybe you're just out of shape, who knows what. And we all have like an idea, I think, when we come to this of where we are now and what we want to get to. And one thing about what I found on a carnivore diet and what many people have found is you can actually hit that goal. And you can actually do it relatively quickly, surprisingly, as long as you're setting, obviously a realistic goal to work toward in a realistic time frame. You can probably find that you'll even hit it even faster than you ever thought you would. And so what a lot of people have problems with, and something I even struggled with when I first started, is I don't think you ever think, especially if you've tried hitting goals and never really fully reached them, when you actually hit that goal with relative ease in a shockingly short amount of time, like I said, going back to it, as long as that goal is realistic, you kind of get into this panic mode. You're kind of like, oh, well, holy shit, here I am. I had this goal in mind. I was gonna, let's say, lose 30 pounds in 4 months or something like that. Some goal like that. Super realistic, super achievable. And then you get on a carnivore diet and you're like, well, here I am. It's 2 months and I already hit it. You know what I mean? Which happened to me. You know what I mean? I think I lost 30 pounds in 6 weeks. It was crazy, something like that. It's been a while. It's been several years now. But you get to this point where you're like, wow, man, I really did this. I really hit my goal. And now it's like, now what? And what a lot of people do is they think now you're there, you're good, and you can revert back to your old lifestyle. You can start, easing up on things a bit, take your foot off the gas and quote unquote enjoy yourself a little more from a food standpoint, getting back to using food as entertainment, stuff like that. And you realize that now, like, you're undoing the things that you did that got you there. Because what a lot of us revert back to is a lifestyle that was doing us damage in the first place, and so that's a problem. Obviously, once you hit that goal, you didn't have a plan to go beyond that, and that's totally reasonable. Nobody thinks about it. They're desperate and they come to this place with an idea of what they want, and they just come up with some goal to get them there. And it's totally fine, but you have to, I think, go into this with a different mindset. So that's what I want to talk to you guys today is about. Even if this is before you even started, that's great that you came here and caught this video before you even started a carnivore diet. This is probably one of the more important ones that I can talk to you about. If you're close to hitting your goal, or maybe you did hit your goal and you fell into some old bad habits and now you need to set a new goal, or you need to get back to that point, maybe this video is for you to listen to. So going into a carnivore diet, I tell everybody you should have a goal. You definitely should have an idea of what you want to be, where you want to be, and where you want to get to. But you have to also think short term while thinking long term as well, because you have to keep that in mind. I'm going to get to this goal at some point, and I have to think about what's next. What's coming beyond this? How do I, keep my momentum going? And so what that entails is probably resetting goals. You want to always, the thing about humans, man, is we're never going to be satisfied with ourselves. And it's a gift and a curse, right? So you'll find, like, let's say that you're a, 280 to 300 pound man, you're in, 6 foot to 6'2", somewhere in there, and you have a goal to lose, 40 pounds. Just start off losing 40 pounds. You can get there. The earlier you start on, and actually the heavier you are, the easier it is to see big results really fast. The more weight you have to lose. It's kind of a weird phenomenon. But you can get there with relative ease, and instead of going back and reverting back to, well, I've made it, now you need to look at yourself and take a hard look in the mirror and do a self-evaluation, do some self-criticism. It's okay. It's, you're not going to hurt yourself. You should be hurting your feelings because that's what makes us better, your own feelings. And then be like, okay, what more can I do? How far can I go? How far can I take this? It's really common for people who are heavy and overweight to think that certain goals are unachievable for them. If you've been out of shape your whole life, if you've been carrying a lot of weight since you were a kid or something like that, like having a six-pack abs, for an example, is something that seems like an alien concept to you. Like, you'll tell yourself, I don't have that body type, I'm not capable of it, I'm not able to do that, and it can't happen for me. It's not, my body's not physically capable of this. And that's bullshit. It totally is. It's achievable for everybody. Getting to a healthy weight where you can, see muscle under, all the fat you've been carrying your whole life is 100% achievable for you. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I'm carrying a little extra fat right now because of a bulk I went on earlier in the year, but when I first started seeing the outline of abs and definition and muscle and stuff, I couldn't believe it. I thought, that was something from my teenage years that I would never get back. I was a middle-aged dad bod guy for the rest of my life now, and I didn't think I'd ever see that stuff again. And when I did, and now, I'm starting to get back to that point again, it's crazy to think about it. Like, oh man, this actually is happening for me. And it should be motivating. It should be a motivating factor to keep you going and keep you moving and keep you progressing toward further goals. So once you hit your goal, stand there, take a look in the mirror and say, okay, what's next? What's my next step? Am I going to go back to eating like shit and undoing everything I did? Or am I going to start working towards something new? Maybe I want to get into, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be the same kind of goal, right? So like, let's say your goal is to lose like 30 pounds and now you did it, you lost 30, 40 pounds, whatever it is. And you're like, do I just want to keep losing weight for the sake of losing weight? Or do I actually want to set maybe a different kind of goal? Maybe I want, to set some sort of athletic goal. I want to be able to run a 5K, or swim in a race, or start lifting weights again, start playing basketball with friends again. Now I'm feeling like I can actually move around and do things like that. You can just set that kind of goal where it's maybe not weight loss focused, but it can be something more athletic focused. I think most of us come here with a weight loss goal in mind, and then the beauty of it is you start seeing the benefits way beyond that. I did a series on the benefits beyond weight loss a couple weeks ago that you can go check out, and I talk about all the different things that happened beyond just losing weight. So it changed my life in so many different ways. Maybe you're seeing now, like, there were things you were dependent on before, from alcohol, cigarette, drug, caffeine sort of a standpoint. And you can think, okay, maybe my next goal will be, I've seen this diet has helped me curb some of that stuff. Maybe I can use it to push that stuff out of my life. And you'll see physical benefits when you do that too. You know what I mean? Maybe my next goal, there's so many different options. There's a ton of different ways that you can set goals on this diet, build muscle. You can bulk on this diet. You can build strength. Maybe my goal is to hit a certain bench. Who knows what? Find different goals and just mix it up. And then, if you start, I want to lose weight again, you can come back to that one later. Don't be bored. It's a way to keep your life exciting. And I think as men, as dads, we all need to be working towards something at all times. So I think that's why I think this diet's perfect, because you can set different goals that can help you in so many different facets of your life. Once I got on it, my first goal was to lose weight. I achieved that. then I started seeing all the different things that were healing on me. So I started to tighten things up and cut other things out of my life. And I started setting goals to try and, heal my body. And when that started to work, I started to, okay, now I'm going to, I've lost the weight. I feel good. I feel more confident. Now I'm going to work on maybe changing the way I present myself. So I set goals to kind of, and a carnivore diet was a big part of that. It was just the one thing that I felt was like the baseline, the foundation of what I had set for myself. Once I set that goal and I set that foundation and I changed my life from a dietary and nutrition standpoint, which is something I struggled my whole life with, I found that I could start actually changing other things in my life. And I stayed on this way of eating the whole time. And my confidence was never higher through my whole adult life. You know what I mean? Even as a kid, I've never been as confident and feeling good as I do right now. And it's just been a total life change. I'm telling you, 10 years ago, I'd have never, ever in a million years sat in front of a camera and start talking to people about anything in my life and opening myself up like this. So, there's so many different domino effects that happen once you set these goals and achieve them and fix them, and then get excited and get jacked up that you've achieved a goal, but use it to push you to set new ones and keep going farther, see how far you can take things. And the sky's the limit, guys. You guys get on, start fixing your diet, start losing weight, start looking better, start feeling better, start dressing better. You never know what opportunities are going to present themselves and what ways are going to change your life. So pretty short and sweet today. That's pretty much all I got. I've got some things I'm going over moving forward with this channel. The channel is not going to change. Don't worry. I'm not changing anything from the channel other than the name of the channel may change, but you might see that it's not going to change like drastically. I'm just trying to. I didn't set out for this to be just a carnivore diet channel. It's kind of what it turned into, because I think that's when you're fixing your life and you're getting better, when us dads and men are trying to fix our lives, I think it all should start with the way you fuel and take care of your body, and it starts with what you're putting into it. It all starts with the input, and most of us, the person that we should be taking care of the most, we're not taking care of at all. We're taking care of everybody else. We're neglecting ourselves. And so I thought, the place I should start, my starting point to helping dads fix their lives and become better at the most important job they have, is starting with fixing yourself. So when I started this channel, I started talking about that kind of stuff, and it just turned into a carnivore diet channel. And that's the way it is, and that's fine. But I have a bigger vision for where I want to take Lion Dads. I want to help dads and men in every facet. As far as losing weight, yeah, that's a big one. How to, the problems you face raising your kids, issues that come up in your marriage. There's a lot of obstacles to overcome. And I, have a lot of experience, working on that stuff in my own life and helping other people in their lives. I've always been a guy that people turn to for help in those situations, and I thought, man, why just limit that to my circle when there's, probably literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions of men out there who need somebody who can counsel them and guide them through things in life. So I want to expand more into that realm. I've done some of that stuff on this channel. It hasn't hit very well, because the more I learn how YouTube and stuff works, people come here expecting one thing, you throw something different at them, they're like, what the hell? So this will remain a carnivore diet channel, the nutrition channel, the most important, the first place I'm going to send people to, but I'll probably add a couple other channels as far as trying to get dads more of the advice of things they can do in the home. Maybe some ways. I think I'm a big proponent of getting out of your 9-to-5 and branching out on your own, and maybe starting your own business and stuff like that. And having done that, my own entrepreneurial journey with Lion Dads, I think there's a lot of exciting stuff you can do there. And I think there's a lot of great guys out there with a lot of great ideas that can help the world, and I want to help you guys do that. So I'll probably add some to another channel, probably some actionable advice on marriage advice, fatherhood advice, starting your own business kind of advice, or even just progressing through your career, things like that. I've got a lot of experience with all this kind of stuff. I think I've done a pretty good job overall my whole life with all this stuff. And like I said, I just want to help people. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to be that counselor you can come to if you need to work through problems. You know what I mean? It's always good to have someone have your ear. So that's my overall vision for the future. So I'm still building that stuff out. More to come on that. I will keep you guys updated in that. But in the meantime, let's keep working on ourselves, and let's keep physically getting better, and let's get on a good nutrition plan. And it all starts with my free PDF that you can go to lion-dads.com and get started today on your carnivore diet. So go to lion-dads.com and get started there, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Later.